So what I've done is I've actually removed this wooden flywheel because I'll be honest with you, it was already cracked. I didn't do that, but it makes it vibrate. It's not. It must be not quite square or something, or because it's wood. I don't know. It might be heavier one half than the other. Not quite sure, but it makes the actual engine vibrate quite a lot. So I don't know if I'm going to put this back on or not. It's quite good how someone's made it, but. The other thing I've done is I've actually taken it off the stand. I've just undone the bolts and moved it across because, like I say, we're just going to repair the trolley. I'm not making a new one. We're just going to fix this one up a bit. It looks like it's had a different engine on it at some point. It looks like it had a piece of square wood glued on there at one point, but we'll see if we can get some of that off. And we need to fix a bit of the wheels because, let me show you. Here is two pieces, but it moves. This all moves, so it needs strengthening. And I'm going to do. I was going to do the wheels yellow, but I'm going to do them black now. It needs these trimming off because they're a bit long. Probably file the edge off so it's not sharp if you catch your ankle or something on it. But yeah, so we're just going to repair that, and then we're going to start taking the engine apart and painting that up. So to get that bit of wood off, literally, I knocked this pin out and then just put a crowbar in here and just kept going round and pushing it all the way off to the end. So it's quite easy to get that off. So yeah, let's get a bit of the trolley done. So I've rubbed the wheel down. I'll just give it a coat of black hammerite. It's always good for cast iron hammerite. If you don't take it out in the wet weather, the rust never seems to come through again. So yeah, there it is. There are 3 more to do. So I'm going to do this. I haven't got any antique pine for this one to give it a nice light colour. So I'm actually going to go for a dark brown on this one. So it's completely in bits now. So like I said, I'm going to sand all this down. Someone's cut a piece out of here because obviously it's had something else on here at one point. Not sure if I'm going to leave that or put a new piece in. Not entirely sure on that yet. It's just I haven't got a lot of wood about at the minute because we've burnt it in the winter or I've already used it. Also, when I paint it, I want it all to sort of go the same colour. And sometimes when you paint wood and it's different wood, it goes different shades. The only thing I have done and it's altered is there was a piece of wood that was in here. Look, it's not even level. Look, the holes are, and the wheels were a bit wonky, and this was a bit all over the place. So what it means with these wheels, look, that wheel's like that. We've got 2 odd wheels, but yeah, that's not too bad. So I'm going to redo the front axle because at the minute, because it's 2 pieces, it's sort of when you push it, the wheels go wonky. So yeah, so we're still painting away. So we'll come to this bit in a minute. So I've decided to do a dark brown on there, which is Jacobean walnut. So why I've gone for a dark brown is, and not like the stationery, this stationery engine. This one was done in antique pine, but this has been painted 2 or 3 times. So I think if I put antique pine on here, you're not going, unless you go crazy sanding it down, I don't think you're going to get a very good effect. So we'll want another coat, and also the wood's a bit rough on here. It's not quite as nice as the other bit. But also, I think the black and the Jacobean will look quite nice together. So what I'm doing at the minute, I've just rubbed all the black off all this handle here because I don't want to take too much off. And I'm actually going to put a bit of light. I think we've got light oak wood stain or varnish or something. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to put something on there. Of course, the handle will be green eventually. But yeah, so we're getting there. Like I say, the wheels. This paint takes ages to dry. I've still got 1 more to do, but I'm running out of places to prop it in while it dries. I've made a section piece, a new piece. So this is the original, but you can see whoever, didn't really know what they were doing. So I've made a new piece out of the original stationery engine wood, and then that will go in the top here when it's dry, and then it should secure the front wheels on a bit better. So yeah, we're getting there. Say at the minute it is just balanced on a bit of wood. But I can't do nothing to this at the moment because I need some degreasing or I've got none. I've got no black heat paint and I've pretty much got nothing really apart from the green paint to do it with. That's all I have. So that's why we're doing the stand first. But yeah, looks better. I did polish the dirt off here, so like I say, I may take some of it apart today. We'll see where we get with the stand. So the stand's beginning to take shape. Like I say, there's the rear wheels. They're a bit wet still yet. In fact, the whole thing's a bit wet. I've just touched the colour up of it. But yeah, I do prefer the light coloured, to be honest. But like I say, I think if I'd done it, it would look terrible because there was a lot of oil that leaked on it over the years, and plus someone had painted like a pinky colour before. But yeah, I think that'll look alright. You can see they've put a new piece in here. I've just got to put some. Let me show you. I can't remember what they're called now. Some of these in. Coach bolts. That's it. And literally when it's dry, because I don't want all the sawdust to stick to the wheels, because the wheels are still a bit tacky, just drill a hole in each of them sides and then just bolt it together just to give it a bit more strength. And yeah, I think that'll do really. It's not too bad. Yeah. So what I've done here is, oh, it's getting windy. I've made a couple of packing pieces which will go on here, which basically stand underneath the engine. The only reason I do that for is because I've noticed with these stationary engines, the flywheel sits always quite low. Well, on the newer, this is the newer type one. Look, it's touching the wood. When it's on here, it's touching the wood. So if you put that under it, I always think it's a bit easier to change the oil because you can put something, you know, you can get like a little tray or something under it. So yeah, they're like little packing pieces, but I think that's a better idea myself. That's what I did on my Lister D, which is now covered up. If I'll show you, let me show you what I mean. So it's like that, which I think personally is the best job, but you know, that's each to their own, But that's the trolley pretty much done now. It just wants a bit touching up, and then needs them bolts put through the side. So while the trolley is all drying, because I can't really do anything to it, I've started stripping the engine down. So I've removed the fuel tank, removed the carb. Now this is very easy, it's just one bolt here. Remove the exhaust, that was already loose. So yeah, this will all come apart and we'll do all that, but at the moment this is what it's looking like. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this cover here, because in here is like, look, animals. Yeah, so this will all be painted black. You can see someone's painted this before, because look, they've painted the edge green. Like I said, it's going to need really good sand, because this is just rust, and I think someone painted it with bits of dust and muck in it. Yeah, we're not removing the mag yet, because the last time I removed one of these on this type of engine, I never could get it going again. So we're not going to enter into that just yet. But yeah, so let's see how we get on. So the stationary engine's in quite a few pieces at the moment. Like I say, the only thing I'm not going to do is, I'm not moving the magneto at the moment, and I'm not taking the big flywheel off. I think on this one you need a thing you screw in the end, and it has two bolts or something on it. It's like a puller, but I don't really know. So I'm not going to start knocking it about too much, because it runs alright and it's a nice little one, and you can soon knacker things up. I have painted the top of the engine, so that's not bad. I'm just rubbing the petrol tank down at the moment, because it's not too bad, but it's all come pebble dashed. So I've been rubbing that down. It still needs a little bit more rubbing down yet, but we're getting there with it. It's better than it was anyway. So yeah. So I think I got a bit more done than I actually expected I was going to do. I was going to make this a bit more over 3 or 4 videos, but unfortunately I keep getting carried away and forget what I'm doing today. I think it's just one of them days, I don't know. So I've actually painted the petrol tank, so let me show you that. Yeah, look at that. Looks nice, doesn't it? Top of the engine's done, yeah. But I think that's going to want another coat. It's very pebble dashed, that, so I don't think you'll ever get it as smooth as, say, this one. And yeah, and like I say, we've just got to go now, and I've got to get some heat paint, proper spark plug, new ignition lead, degreaser, and then give it a real good rub down and clean up, and then we can start putting it back together again. But I mean, I got the stand done a lot quicker than I thought. But yeah, so like I said, they're still very tacky, so I'm not touching it right now. But yeah, so that's it for me on this one. I'm not going to do any more today, I've had enough. I'll be honest with you, I've been out here all day. So yeah, next video, hopefully we'll be degreasing and rubbing down and take a few more bits and bobs off it, and then start painting it, hopefully. So yeah, and by the way, we will do a startup video for this engine when I get it put back together again, obviously, like we did for the Lister D. But yeah, like I say, we'll see how we get on. But I've got a lot more done today than I thought. I think it's because the last stationary engine I did, I had to build the trolley myself, and this one I've already got the trolley and everything. It just all wants a bit of repairing and tidying up. So yeah, so that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I've not really videoed too much on this one. I'll try and do a bit better job on the next one, shall we say. Alright, so have a nice week at work, and I may see you next weekend.